I told myself I wasn't going to be yelling and screaming, but I got to tone it back some. But I was impressed with our guys. Uh, we did some things against a very good team. But some things that, especially from a defensive standpoint, our guys are really understanding our defensive philosophy and executing things the right way tonight. So once again, I thought it was a good job defensively on our part. Any questions?
Coach, what do you think about your second team's performance about halfway through the first half when you got them in there, give your starters that break, and they were able to continue the intensity?
Yeah. Well, they've been playing well. A kid like Devin Thomas, who's really a talented player, and I knew when Justin and Aaron gave us a big boost. He's a guy who's he's an offensive threat, and he's a very good rebounder. He does in his minutes he's been probably as efficient as anybody on the team. In fact, I think he and Justin were the most efficient players in the last game, based on the minutes played, and so CJ, he knocked down his open three there, and I thought he and Jordan are starting to, they're playing well. They're doing some good things. It's just tough because they're so used to just playing every game. Last year at this time, the only time they were coming out, they weren't coming out most of their games probably. So it's a big transition for our freshmen and the new kids, but I thought that group did a very solid job.
How happy are you with Zach's performance tonight, where he didn't get the offensive production you want from him, but was able to make up for it on the defensive end?
Well, he had a few opportunities inside. I thought he got shoved on a couple of them, and especially the first one underneath there, and it was a no call. So, but you're right, getting I think a career high 14 rebounds and 4 assists. He's a very unselfish player, and he's a very versatile player, and he really doesn't care about scoring, and that's the best thing about Zach. And now he's making his free throws. I thought we should have got it to him a few more times inside. We threw a lob to him and banged it off the backboard on an underneath out of bounds play with a late clock. I think Keenan missed him. And it missed him a couple times on passes. And Norris, I'm really impressed with Norris going 6 for 10 from the free throw line. I thought it was a bad call on him for the technical foul, but that's the way life goes. And he had a career high again with 16 points.
Speaking of the technical foul, did you give an explanation on the substitution technical?
Yeah, well, what happened was I think we sent Justin in the game. And he was supposed to take out Zach, but he took someone else out. D. Will went, one or two went back on the court at the time. And we were saying you should have taken him out. So they ran back on the court, and by that time, so no one really, there was no change, but the FAR official gave the ball to them. Well, the thing should have been was that, hey, well, wait, just take the ball back. But that's officiating. They had to make a decision at that point in time, I guess. So.
Coach, in the first half from 3, you shot 43%. Second half, 9%.
Yeah.
Comments?
Well, I thought we rushed a couple in the second half. It just really, we took some bad, and then we had a few guys taking them. We shouldn't have been taking them in the second half. I think we had about 2 or 3 at the end of the game there. I think we had 2 when the game. By that I mean, it won't look as bad if it's only 7. If those guys hadn't shot the threes and missed, so it would. But it happens, and I thought we took some ill-advised threes, but a lot of it had to do with our defense. I thought they adjusted and did some things to try to get out and challenge our threes.
Besides understanding more of the defensive philosophy, what areas did you see the most improvement in defensively?
Our transition defense, I think we really had 2 great blocks right at the rim, maybe 2 or 3. So I think we were really doing a good job denying easy baskets, layups. I thought that was the key. When you force a team to shoot like this, you're probably taking away a lot of easy interior layups and that type of thing. So I thought that's what I was most impressed with. We didn't give up on the play. Guys kept rotating, and if a guy got beat off the dribble, somebody was coming over to challenge the shot.
Coach, you seem to be frustrated at times in your point guard play. What did you think about the performance from your guards tonight?
I'm always frustrated, man. That's just, you have to get. I'm just frustrated, man. Until because I want, you're trying, you're looking for the. I know we're not going to be perfect, but I expect them to play excellent and do what they've been taught. And when they don't, it concerns me. And so when I think a guy is trying to do too much, and we had a couple situations tonight where we tried to shoot the ball 1-on-3, and so that frustrates me. Or if a point guard's job is to take care of the ball, run the team, find the open man, and when they don't do that, not only am I frustrated, but the guy he didn't pass it to, he's even more frustrated, and that we just can't tolerate that.
Coach, you're 5-1 on the year. You're 6 games into the beginning of the season, and now you got to take a week off.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish there was a game in the middle somewhere to get you guys fresh?
No, we're not going to be. It's not going to be as long a break as it was last year. So we play Wednesday. We'll play Wednesday next week. So it's a lot. I think we went 10 days last year. So I'm glad that exams had to come at some point in time. I just hope our guys do well, and they'll all be eligible and ready to play again starting next Wednesday. And stay healthy. The key is everybody's been healthy. Getting Justin back has made a big difference. I think our guys are, they're enjoying playing, enjoying each other. Yeah, there can be frustration when guys are not, getting maybe the minutes or the touches that they think. That's life.
So far this season, Devontae's been a consistent scorer for you. How huge is that for this season?
It's huge because he's a gifted scorer. He's got excellent his jump shooting. He's an excellent 3-point shooter. When he's his thing, sometimes he'll get that tunnel vision, and I expect him to be a little more. But I look down, he has 3 assists and only 1 turnover. I thought he took maybe 2 bad shots. So you look back, and he was 6 for 12, and that's he's getting most of the shots, but that's because he's our leading scorer and our best shooter, best scorer.
Tubby, when you see the front court, Smith and Odiase producing the numbers like they have this game and the last, what to you specifically says that pair is progressing?
Well, they were freshmen last year, and they certainly didn't do it. Yeah, it just tells me because you can see that they look for each other. They made some good passes to each other, and then they feed off. And it's a good because one is Norris has the bulk, but Norris also has quick feet, and he has the aggressiveness to go with it. So he's sort of the enforcer, and Zach is the spindly, versatile leaper. But I think they just. And then one time I was hoping we could move Zach to the 3 some, but he's so effective at the small forward. I mean, at the power forward, we need to keep him there. It's just they enjoy playing together. They know each other extremely well, and I think they really genuinely care for each other, care about each other.
I'm sorry, just to be clear, was that this year that you had considered that move for Smith?
Yes. It's just, we were thinking we'd have a front line with a little more size. I was hoping that we could develop some of our big guys and give us some more inside depth. But I'm excited about the young men that we do have on our team that are getting better every day. And as soon as they're eligible to play and ready to play, especially Rokas. I mean, he's improving a lot. He had a lot to improve on, his strength-wise and bulk-wise, but he's as hard a worker as we have on the team. So is Matt Temple. So those guys we'll make a decision next week about them. And that's going to give us, that's what I meant about whether Zach can move to the 3 and see we'd have Norris at the power forward and we could be bigger. And there's going to be times we're going to have that type of size in our front, in our lineup.
Anything else for Coach?
What sort of decision are you talking about exactly? Whether you're gonna play him this year? or-
Yes, yeah, that's it. Just whether to redshirt him or not. I'm talking about Rokas now,
Right.
so.